Now I'll be talking about the Papal Legates. The Papal Legate, who has official relations with both the Church and the government of a country, is called a Papal Nuncio. One who relates only to the Church and is not officially recognized by the civil government is called Papal Delegate. With regard to the local churches, the legates strive to strengthen the bonds of unity with the Holy See. They report on the conditions of the local churches, advise their bishops and the conferences of bishops, suggest candidates for new bishops, and promote peace and ecumenism. With regard to the government of states, the Papal Legates foster relations between the state and the Holy See in consultation with the bishops of the country, try to work out issues of church-state relations, for example, the church freedom to found schools, maintain buildings and properties, support clergy, etc. The College of Bishops is the successor of the College of the Apostles, and individual bishops still have the charge of a particular diocese. But together as a group, the bishops may exercise power over the universal church by coming together in an ecumenical council such as Vatican II. However, even ecumenical councils must be recognized and agreed to by the successor of Peter to make it valid. When we talk about episcopal conferences, these are forums for the bishops of a region to come together to discuss issues of mutual concern. It should be remembered, however, that it is not the episcopal conference that exercises the teaching and pastoral duties, but the individual bishop in his individual diocese. When we talk about the Synod of Bishops, it is a formal body within the Church. It is an advisory body to the Pope that meets in Rome on set occasions. It is largely a creature of the Vatican Council II, and many considered it to be a continuation of the council, the bishops coming to Rome to consider important issues and develop church teaching. As an expression of the collegiality of bishops, the Synod of Bishops assists the Holy Father to understand the needs of the Church throughout the world. But the Synod really is only an advisory body, and the final decision still remains with the Holy Father. Only bishops together in a general ecumenical council have the power to teach as a college, and even ecumenical councils are ultimately subject to the authority of the Holy Father. The College of Cardinals exists to advise the Pope in the governance of the Catholic Church and to elect his successor should he die or resign. Its members consist of officials of the Roman Curia, archbishops of major sees from around the world, and others chosen at the pleasure of the Pope. Once named, a cardinal holds the office for life. However, on his 80th birthday, he loses the privilege of voting in the conclave to elect a pope. He could still be elected. There are degrees within the College of Cardinals: the cardinal bishops, cardinal priests, and cardinal deacons. When we talk about the cardinal bishops, they are members of the highest order within the College of Cardinals. And from among their number, they elect the dean of the college, who, with the confirmation of the pontiff, presides over its meetings. When we talk about the cardinal priests, they are cardinals who hold the middle and by far the most numerous rank of the College of Cardinals. They include officials of the Roman Curia, as well as archbishops of major dioceses from around the world. Cardinal priests hold title to a particular church of the Roman See, a dim historical reflection of the very early practice of the clergy of Rome participating in the election of the Pope. And when we talk about the cardinal deacons, They hold the lowest of the ranks of cardinals. Their ranks includes officials of the Roman Curia and theologians honored by the Pope for their contribution to the Church. Apart from the formal structures of the Roman Curia, the Pope may convoke a consistory of the College of Cardinals to consider special difficulties or questions. In this way, they can advise him as a body, not just the cardinals who advise the Holy Father as part of the Roman Curia itself, but all the cardinals from around the world. A consistory is a formal meeting of the College of Cardinals convoked and presided over by the Supreme Pontiff. It can be ordinary or extraordinary. And when we talk about an extraordinary consistory, or we are talking about all cardinals being called together with the special needs of the Church, or the conducting of more serious affairs, suggest that it should be held. However, when we talk about ordinary consistory, all the cardinals, at least all those present in the city of Rome, are called together to be consulted on certain serious matters which nevertheless occur rather frequently, or to carry out certain very solemn acts. And when we talk about the cardinal electors, they are the members of the College of Cardinals who have not reached their 80th birthday yet on the day on which a pope dies. That is, if they turn 80 years of age before the pope dies, or on the day he dies, they are not eligible to vote in the conclave to elect his successor. However, if they turn 80 years of age the day after the pope dies, they are still eligible. And now, we will be talking about the presbyters and deacons. Presbyters share in the priesthood of Christ with their bishops, and they are ministers of Christ, deputed by ordination to announce the word of God, to offer sacrifice, and to forgive sins. Presbyters share in the ministry of Christ by means of sacred ordination and the mission which they receive from the bishops. They nourish the communities entrusted to them and give aid and counsel to bishops in caring for the people of God. Presbyters, together with the bishop, form one presbyterium, dedicated to the service of the particular church under the bishop's direction. They are related to one another in a close sacramental fraternity. And when we talk about deacons, they are strengthened by the grace of orders, assist bishops and presbyters, and serve the people of God in ministries of liturgy, word, and charity. Priests and deacons can be diocesan, those who are subject to the bishop of the diocese, and religious, those who belong to religious orders or congregations under the religious superiors. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have learned many things about the hierarchy in our Catholic Church.